Hello, my name is Kelenda Allen James, and this is my first live. My brand is Kelenda the Tech, and I'm here to just introduce myself and let you know what I'm into and who am I about. There may be technical difficulties, so thank you for bearing with me for my first live. Even though technology is my business and my passion, I am not an expert on all technologies, but I'm always willing to learn and improve. Today is August 20th, 2022, and this live has started at 7 p.m. I'm currently attempting to go live both Instagram and Facebook at the same time. So I'm on Facebook with my computer and I'm on Instagram with my phone. Hopefully, both audiences are feeling the love and seeing clear video and hearing me clearly. I may not be able to interact well with the chat at this time because I didn't read the article about how to interact with the chat yet. But I'm so glad that people are coming in and that you're interested in hearing what I'm up to. So I've been in technology for 20 years. I've always wanted to help people, not necessarily touch people. Being a hands-on person like a medical doctor or being a social worker, even in everyday life, I don't shake hands or hug. I'm a big, vigorous wave person. I'm excited to see you, but I don't want to touch you. But I wanted to help my community. And I felt technology helps build community. And so that's why I went into my specialty, nonprofit technology. Back in the day, I was thinking, who wants to donate money to an AOL account? So I wanted to provide nonprofits affordable mission-based technology so I would be able to assist them to have the best technology that they can afford so they can go towards their mission. Help them have good websites, good email addresses, good communication through technology. Having technology that is helpful, but not so expensive that they can't use the money to further their mission. And so that is why I've always been in nonprofit technology and made that my specialty. I have worked in nonprofit technology for 20 years. I have worked with the homeless, mentally ill, children with autism and special needs, religious students, Title I students. For those of you who don't know, Title I means the school student population up to 95% are eligible for free lunch. That means that they are at or below poverty. So these are institutions that I have been able to support with my nonprofit technology focus. I have gone from break fix, help desk, to like strategic planning and governance. So when I was in the beginning break fix, it was like working for state government. If I couldn't keep the email system up, how would I know that a new company wanted to move to my state and improve economic development and bring in hundreds and hundreds of jobs into my community if my agency can't get the email? Then it was like working with students, helping a student compress their portfolio so they can apply to their dream college. This is instant gratification, using technology immediately to help somebody further their dream. When I send a computer home with a student, it improves their whole family. The student is doing homework. The mother could use the computer to pay a bill to reduce late fees. A brother or father could apply for a job. Because think about it. When was the last time any of us saw a paper application at the McDonald's? Everything is online now. So when I send these resources home, I'm already lifting up the family. And when I put iPads at the food pantry, this allows people who are currently at their wits' end and in a predicament they didn't want to be, it provides them with dignity and elegance to participate in food procurement without the stigma. They have the ability to go through our online grocery cart, pick out their foods, arrive at our front door, and grab their bag. This just adds dignity and respect to the experience. When I put my health and wellness classes on Zoom, this allows people who are not ready to come back in person and who still need social distance to participate. When I put my older adults on Zoom and they can play bingo together or name that tune, they can build community and leave isolation, but without the fear of coming into closed spaces if they're not ready yet. The recent years has showed us how far technology can take us, and it's also showed us our digital divide. Depending on your school district, some students had everything they needed immediately to do online learning. Other school districts, they were playing catch up. Some families had the equipment, but they didn't have the internet. Some had internet on the phone, but not enough internet to support 5 students on live video classes 40 hours a week. So these are the conversations I'm having right now as a global public speaker. I'm going to different tech conferences around the world and talking about what I've learned about the digital divide and what my contribution is to help us shrink that divide. I have always had the passion to speak. When I was earning my college scholarship money, I was participating in oral contests where I'd write a speech and present it. I won the Americans Legion speaking contest in high school twice and at my local level. And I also won the Veterans of Foreign War speaking contest at my local level. And these weren't the big, giant paper check scholarships, but even a $75 scholarship will pay for 1 book. It'll pay for 3 college application submissions. When it comes to resources, whatever resources you have can help you get to the next goal. It's amazing to have everything you need at your fingertips, but if that is not your lot in the present moment, it does not mean you can't progress. For me, I obtained my master's degree from Toro College in information systems with a concentration of technology leadership. I worked full-time and went to school part-time. I did my homework on an ironing board because my family did not have 2 desks. And so when my family saw the ironing board up, they knew I was in beast mode and I was studying and getting my education on. When my ironing board was down, we can talk. We can watch TV. We can fellowship. And so on my upcoming podcast, Study Hall with Kelenda the Tech, it is a professional development podcast, and it's geared toward people who are looking to break into tech, people who want to grow their career in technology, and busy professionals who are looking to put professional development back on their schedule. So I will be talking about how to make it, how to be successful with the tools that you have now, even if you don't have everything you need. So I will be giving reviews on different library programs. I'll be giving reviews on different study platforms. I'll be discussing planners. I'll be discussing study habits. I'll be discussing how to make flashcards. I will be talking about certification exams in the tech industry. What are the requirements? What are some study tips to make you successful? These are what I'll be talking about on Study Hall with Kelenda the Tech. And my tagline is my life lessons for your benefit. Even early in my career, I would write Amazon reviews discussing different computer certification books I used. And so I've always been passionate about the certification industry. And so this is why I think I should talk about this topic and help with professional development for people who are interested in this area. These are the things that I'm participating in. These are the things that I love. Thank you for all of those joining later. Again, my name is Kelenda Allen James. I go as Kelenda the Tech. I have 20 years of industry experience as a nonprofit technologist. And currently I am launching a podcast called Study Hall with Kelenda the Tech. And that podcast is geared towards people looking to break into tech, people looking to grow their tech careers, and busy professionals looking to put professional development back on their calendar. These are the topics I'll be talking about and I'm passionate about. This is my first live, so if I missed everybody, I'm sorry. I'm learning how to engage with the comments. I'm going live on the phone on Instagram and live on the computer with Facebook. So I'm just being part of my philosophy post-pandemic, which is done better than perfect. I have goals, I have ambitions, and I've done those things with the resources that I had. I remember during the pandemic, I had to use my little Instacart and have them bring me a pencil box, some 3-ring binder folders, and some loose leaf papers to have it delivered to the house. Because I had to go old school, middle school to get my note taking done. And so these are the tips I'll be talking about on my podcast, Study Hall with Kelenda the Tech. Tagline, my life lessons for your benefit. And so I know it could be discouraging in the instant gratification, 1-minute reel world where everybody's dreams come true by the end of the Instagram post. But what I'm here to tell you is to give you the blueprint and the path to reach your goals when things don't happen in 1 minute, but take 27 steps to get there. We can all get to where we need to be, and we can all get the information we need, and we can all start where we are. Not having things at our fingertips will not prevent us from getting to our goals. And I want to give you all the life lessons that I have gained in a 20-year career of pursuing technology excellence and serving the nonprofit space. And if you're thinking, I can barely email, I'm not a technologist, this can still benefit you because the overarching scope is how to put professional development back into your calendar. In our current times, we have commutes, we have dinners to cook, we have laundry to watch, we have family to visit, we have elder care, we have child care. We want to Netflix and chill sometimes. We want to see a sorority sister. We want to hug a grandma. We would like to stay for the coffee and donuts after church. And with all these things pulling at our time, do we let our dreams go away? Or do we find a way to put them back into our life? So when we are putting the goals back in our life, so many of us have professional goals. And a lot of those professional goals are linked in continued education. And that's what Study Hall with Kelenda the Tech is going to provide. Scheduling tips, study tips to put professional development back into your calendar so you can pursue the things of your goals. And we're going to hit these goals, all of us, one step at a time with the tools that are provided with us today. We're not going to wait for perfect. The perfect is the enemy of good enough. So I'm so glad all of you are here with me on this journey. I am so glad you popped on my live today and made it an amazing experience of being live on the Instagram and the Facebook for my very first time. I hope to be here with you live again next Saturday, the 27th at 7 p.m. Eastern. And in the meantime, you can find me on the social media as Kelenda the Tech on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, Anchor, and the Twitter. Also, my website is Kelenda the Tech, and that's spelled KELENDATECH. Thank you so much. And for a little personal history, where did the name Kelenda come from? It came from my parents. A lot of names come from people's parents. But how did my mother come up with it? She took my dad's name, Kenneth, and added it to her favorite soap star's name, Melinda, to come up with Kelenda. And that's why I start with a K versus a C and have more E's than I's. And again, that is Kelenda, KELENDA, the THE, Tech, TECH. You can find me on social media, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, Anchor, and my personal website as KelendaTheTech.com. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming in and participating. I'll try to hit up the comments when I'm off the live. Thank you so much for being here with my first live as Kelenda the Tech. Thank you so much.